Well, hey everyone, welcome to Midwest Whitetail. My name is Mitch Haaby. I'm coming to you from Wisconsin, and I'm excited about this season. It's just so crazy that opener is just around the corner once again, and we're hunting two properties, one bigger farm and one small 40-acre piece that's timber. So we've been putting together hit lists, and we're really excited about this year. Last year was the first year I had permission on the bigger farm, and put some cameras out in July last year and got lots of pictures, lots of bucks. Ended up shooting a nice younger 6x6. So I had really high hopes coming into this season, but so far this year the cameras on the bigger property, which seemed like it had a lot of potential last year, have been pretty slow. So we're gonna stick with it, obviously, but you know, different bucks keep moving in the area every couple of weeks. But the summer bucks that were there were not many to choose from. There's one buck there we call Wishbone. He's the one I have on camera the most, but he's only a 3-year-old. He's a really nice big 3-year-old. He's basically an 8-pointer with 2 splits, makes him a 10 on his G3s. He's a really cool buck, but I think we'll give him a pass this year. I did put a camera about a mile into the ag country and picked up 3 different bucks there. One is by far the oldest, heaviest bodied deer I've ever had on camera. We're gonna name him Methuselah because he's gotta be 8 or 9 years old. He's just a tank. The other 2 bucks in that area don't really have names. One looks to be 4, maybe even 5, another big bodied deer, but kind of a 9-point frame with a little kicker off his base. I'd probably shoot him if he came in. And the other one is a 3-year-old, a really beautiful 8-pointer 3-year-old, just an all-around symmetrical nice buck. That's kind of the big farm down in the southwest of this area. But the 40-acre piece actually looks more promising than the big farm. This year the 40-acre piece is interesting because deer don't really call it home, but it operates as a good transition because it's block timber, a lot of hardwoods, a lot of oaks and acorns. There's small ag fields in the surrounding area. So we get deer that come through from probably almost a 2-mile radius, probably 1 to 1.5 miles from that property. You never know what you're gonna see. And I've had permission on that property for this will be the 4th year, I believe. And it's been cool to watch some of these bucks get older. So some of the top bucks on the hit list, there's a buck called Tall Boy. He spends a lot of his time on the neighbor's property, but he's gotta be, I believe, 6 years old this year. Has been like a mainframe 10 for a couple of years now. And then we've got a couple of 4-year-olds that are really blown into some nice deer. The one we're calling Milton. It's just kind of a goofy name for an older deer, but he went from a really small 2-year-old 8-pointer to last year a nice 5x5. I picked up one of his sheds and it went 61 inches. So he was about a 135 gross buck last year as a 3-year-old, and he blew into a 6x5 that's got to be grossing over 160. He's just a really pretty deer, a clean 11. Another 4-year-old that I've been watching for years now is called Hollywood. And it's a tragic name to give a deer, Hollywood, because basically it means they like to be seen. And so when this buck was 2, I think I passed him at least a half a dozen times. He was in, around, and running right off the road. And so it's amazing that sometimes these deer can get to 4 years old. Last year he was about a 130 to 135 basic 10, and this year something on his right antler is not growing as well. It's just not as long tines, but he gained some mass. He's super wide. Both Milton and Hollywood are over 19 inside, so they're going to be beautiful wide frame deer. Like I said, it's the smaller egg pockets, and now as acorns are dropping, they're shifting where they're feeding. But we're gonna have an awesome season one way or another. So stay tuned, follow along with us, and we'll bring you updates about these deer we're chasing. Hey guys, Garrett, Halama here at Midwest Whitetail. We're heading out here on our newly acquired farm here that we just purchased this past spring. I'm out here with my father-in-law, Steve. It's his first time ever bow hunting. So we're heading back to the blind. We got a couple good bucks in here. A lot of does. We'll see what happens. Whenever Steve feels like shooting tonight, that's what we're gonna do. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
September 24th, one of my favorite days to hunt. I've shot actually like 5 different bucks on this day growing up. So I'm in Sauk County. A buddy of mine invited me up around my place, and the other places I have to hunt are pretty slow right now. So he invited me up, and I took the invitation. They shot 2 nice bucks here last year, and I'm sitting over a food plot. Got a good wind blowing out to the road. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I got about 5 minutes left of this hunt. Pretty good hunt. Saw a small buck, towing a fawn, and it's just nice to have deer close. Gets the heart pumping, and looking forward to getting back into the stand this upcoming week. I don't know if I'm gonna go tomorrow yet, but Tuesday, Wednesday, it's like highs in the 50s, and I'm hoping by then I can give you guys an update of hopefully some new bucks that move into the properties I'm able to hunt. But it was a good night, and I'm only gonna sit for a couple more minutes because I want to get out of here without spooking anything. So I will see you back up in the tree next time. Stay tuned.